Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about a book that I recently just finished, and I'm also going to be going over a giveaway that I'm going to be hosting very soon. So I'm excited about that, but what I'm most excited about is my new banner, or I guess tapestry, but I just got this from Amazon and I'm very excited about it. So today's review is for the book Armada by Ernest Cline. I recently finished this book and I really enjoyed it. It wasn't a 5 out of 5 for me, it was only a 4 out of 5, but I did love all the classic nostalgia that Ernest Cline likes to give you. If any of you have read Ready Player One, this is his second book. It's not following Ready Player One, it's a completely separate book from that, but it was still in itself well done in my opinion. This book is like in the middle. Some people like it, some people hate it. For me though, I actually really enjoyed it. So the main character's name is Zach Lightman. He's a teenage boy, he's really into video games, and he starts seeing parts of his video games in real life. And so he starts to think that he's crazy, and then a tide of turns comes that kind of shows him that he's not crazy, things are coming to life from his video game, and he is able to do something about it. The one thing I didn't really like about the book was there's a lot of build-up in this book, and don't get me wrong, I love build-up. Like, I like the fact that they're building up to it. I like that they put a lot of development into their characters. But the one thing that I don't like is that the ending just seemed to be too quick. It got to an end, and it was just all this build-up, and then all of a sudden, it's like 2 chapters and it's done. And so that was kind of where it lost the 5th star for me, because I wanted, after all that build-up, I wanted to have a huge, like, big finale. I was waiting for it, I was excited for it, and then I get to the end, and there is a finale, and it's good, but there wasn't enough of it. I don't know, it was too short for me. I wanted more of like this epic war/battle, and it just didn't live up to all the build-up, I guess. So yeah, that's why I gave this book a 4 out of 5, but I would still strongly recommend reading this book if you liked Ready Player One, because Ernest Cline, he's a great author, and he is expanding into more books, and so this book is just his attempt at another adventure coming out of his mind, and I can give him praise for that because he's still pushing through. He had a really big first hit, and it's hard to come out with another book after that that's going to be just as big. So that's why I would give this one a read, even just to see what more Ernest Cline came up with. I also just recently finished a book called The Fourth Courier. I'll show you right here a picture of it. It's basically a book, it's a crime fiction, which I haven't read that much crime fiction, so this was one of my, I think it was my second crime fiction, but I actually really enjoyed it, and I wrote a full review. It's going to be on the blog. It's set in Poland, which is really cool because I also haven't read a lot of books that are set in Poland, and part of my ancestry is Polish, so I found that very interesting to learn more about it through a crime fiction novel. I don't know if that's the accurate way to learn about my ancestry, but it was interesting to see how they live in Poland, and how the economy is, and well, clearly there's crime, but how things are over there, basically. My current read right now is The Last Straw by Ed Duncan. This is also another crime fiction, so it seems like I'm getting into a trend of crime fiction, but I'm pretty much enjoying all of the ones I've read, so I'm enjoying this genre. So a brief synopsis of this book is that there is a young girl, and she witnesses a carjacking gone wrong where the man gets murdered, and she goes to the law and tells them that she's witnessed this, but she hasn't gone yet to jury or to trial. And so in between that phase, somebody has hired a killer to take out this girl so that she can't testify and she can't give up the name of the person that that was the one that did the carjacking. And so it's just a giant game of cat and mouse where she's trying to survive and the hired killer is trying to get her, and then there's also another hired killer that's added in there, but he's a hired killer that will not kill children or teenagers. So he has, I guess, he's called a killer with a conscience, but he's trying to help them, and it's just a giant bonanza. Like, so far, it's pretty intense so far. I'm enjoying it. I wouldn't say there's a lot of character building or development yet, but I'm hopeful that there's more. We'll see. But yeah, so that's my current read right now. I will have a review for it when I'm finished. Also, I will be having a giveaway that is starting tomorrow, and this one's going to be a comic book giveaway. So I have some comic books here. These are all going to be in the giveaway, by the way. So whoever wins this will get the whole bundle. So I have this, a Spider-Man bookmark to start it off, and then an edition of Spider-Man. There's also an edition of Riverdale, an edition of Star Wars Adventures with Han Solo and Chewie, and then there's an edition of Power Rangers, this edition of Shadow Man. This one is called, what is this one? Doesn't really have a title, but this is the front of it, so that's cool. And then an edition of Relay. Lots of space themed in this in this bundle of comic books, but whoever wins, hopefully they like space themed comic books. But they also get a bookmark, so that's cool. And I always make sure to throw in some fun stickers to go in it with the package, so they'll have some of that as well. I'll leave the links in the description for the giveaway. Remember, it doesn't start till tomorrow, so you won't be able to enter just yet, but I will also be posting the giveaway on Instagram and Twitter, so you can enter either through Twitter, Instagram, or on the blog. And that's it for this video, guys. My next video, I'm going to be doing the BOOKTUBE Newbie Tag, which I found out by another booktuber called Amanda Reads. She was the one that introduced me to it, so I will leave her link in the description below as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.